Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to FSB Racing Live Friday night Aero 88 Winston Cup action from Chicago. I'm your host, Shawn with my partner in crime, Milt Jr. How you doing, buddy?
Chicago, my kind of town. Dang it, Frankie. Here we go. 33 cars tonight. Professional sim racers. The highwayman, Jim Christopherson on the pole. I was a highwayman. Along the coach roads I did ride. With sword and pistol by my side. And he's on pole, baby.
Oh, that wasn't Chris Christopherson's verse in that. He had the spaceman verse.
Well, he's the highwayman.
He's a highwayman. That's the name we've stuck on him, and he's the gunslinger tonight there on the pole with that number 40 Western Auto machine, and Rick Johnson, the co-goat on the front row. You're not messing around, starting in the back like the rest of his champs.
Dudes out here tonight, bro.
Absolutely. He's going to be right there on the front row with him. Great qualifying effort there from the 88 of Jason Dulfer. Good run for the Red Baron Pizza machine. Ken Hansen, Johnny Doucette, Rick Castle, Terry Marinaro, some unfamiliar names up in the top 10 there. Great qualifying efforts. Steve Weber, Pops Margison, and Matt Stewart rounding out your top 10. Right, some of your usual suspects a little further back. I mean, once again, we got Slim Jim Gately taking the provisional like the past Winston Cup champions have been doing. And he's down there in 27th. He's going to work that number 23 car up from the back. You got Ken Shea back there, Ryan Johnson, qualified pretty far back in the field. And then you should also have Mark DeSenza. Look at Mark DeSenza got the absolute last spot, which is what you want when you're skipping qualifying, actually. You want to get as far back there as you can. As you look at like Chris Landry there in that 36th spot.
At work tonight. Hey Kim, what's up?
Alright, we got Mama Gately cheering for Slim too.
Gately in the house.
But look at guys like Den Francisconi and Chris Landry. Yeah, that's why you sometimes why you want to skip qualifying here on these Friday nights, because those are two spots. Yeah, Camera 2 and myself and Milt Minter Jr. there that are taken up, and it gives those guys an empty pit stall in front of them, so that's pretty good. Matt Watkins, of course, coming from the back in the 15 car. Jeff Hale, Sam Young, a whole bunch of real fast guys starting in the back, and this is a really fast drafting track. Let's get out there and follow some of these guys. I hit the wrong button. But that's okay. Here's Slim Jim on the track here with the number 23 machine. See if we can find some guys drafting and show you just how crazy fast this one is.
There, Slim Jim Gately. Step yourself into a Slim Jim!
Well, we got Bob Williams practicing that pit stop. Very crucial here. These cookie cutter tracks, the blind pit entry. Gotta yank it down off that banking onto the flat. That can make all the difference right there. Coming in on old tires, sliding them. You see Slim Jim practicing his pit stop.
He's not lying about, man. He's pushing it. What's the pit road speed limit here tonight?
45.
45. That second gear, kind of lugging. Unlike the NASCAR guys, we also get the speed limit on our display, so it helps a little bit.
Yeah, Spotter still tells you the RPMs in what gear, but you don't really pay attention to that. We look down and see what our actual speed is, because we don't get that 4.9 mile per hour cushion that the real cars get either. Yeah, we got to go exactly 45 or we get busted.
We still have the timing lines as we line up here.
And see, we are taking the grid.
May God have mercy on your soul. What do we expect tonight, and who are we going to pick here? All right.
Man, at Chicago? Whew.
You go first.
Uh, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go right there on the front row. Your pole setter, the Highwayman. I'd say he finally pulls one out here.
The highwayman. Along the coach roads I did ride with a sword and pistol by my side.
All right, you hear that, Tower? I don't want you criticizing my singing ever again.
Yeah, you can only have so many things. Good looks is one of them. So
Exactly.
I'm going to go with Ken Shea in the 91, the Bumblebee. That
That's a
dog
solid
is
choice.
going to kick some tail tonight. Ken Shea is due. I'm telling you what. Okay, we can't hear you there for a minute.
No, I just turned around to set my second screen over to your pick, Ken Shea, there, so I can switch to him real quick once we get rolling.
That's badass. That's why you we call you smart brother.
Well, this is a 1.5 miler, what they call a cookie cutter, but it's still got some unique characteristics compared to the other tracks that were built in this format around this time. For instance, the backstretch is curved. Yeah, the backstretch is curved here. It's very fast around here. You can almost, but not quite, flat-foot it in qualifying, and definitely have to crack the throttle in the draft here. It's draft dependent, but not a super speedway, so you gotta save the tires to stay with that lead draft. But that said, one car can't quite break away. So keeping the right side on the car, very important. Aero damage will slow you down big time, make you push harder, make you wear the tires faster. But right now the pace car's in, we're about to take this thing green.
What thing I was talking to my coworker Kip tonight, watching about Dennis Francisoni. Kip's from this area where I am, and him getting paralyzed in a boating accident. Tonight he's driving with his fingers, and he's running this race, man. P31 right now. This guy's paralyzed from the neck down, and he just makes a pass on the 53 of gosh darn it, TG Reese.
Yeah, TG Reese.
Whoa!
We got some cars mighty close to scraping the wall there.
Matt Watkins, he's pretty much got this championship settled, but he's starting in the back again, and here he comes.
Yeah, Matt Watkins clinched it last week, and he's more than 50 points ahead, and you can only score 24 in a race with our current point system.
Fuel is everything, and tires. What's the window here? About 34 laps.
Yeah, it's going to be your standard 1.5 mile window, so about 30 to 35 if you really save.
And then you count backwards later in the race. Right now, these guys are just trying to hold on. These are pro sets. They're very good, and these guys are very good. And once again, you see a good start here. Taking another look at we see some smoke there. Somebody went across.
Oh, it's Ken Shea.
In the grass.
It's your pick, Ken Shea, just as I cut away.
Ken Shea Isn't he from Chicago? I'm not sure.
No, he's in Hawaii, I thought.
Hawaii, okay. Ken Shea, that's S-K-E-G-I. We call him Skiji. S-K-J-E-I. That's Japanese, actually.
It is.
And he's
so here we have it.
He's badass, but he just spun. What are you going to do? The car's in a couple laps in. Obviously, Ken is going to stay out and then come in and get tires here.
Yeah, he's got to get tires. He didn't hit anything, so that was fortunate, but he does have to drive the rest of the night.
That's still my boy right there.
He's a badass. He does have to consider he has an incident on his docket for the night there.
Yeah, you cause a caution, you get an incident, 2 incidents, you're asked to park it. If you do not, you will be dealt with.
There we go. James checking in. It's the last name is Norwegian.
Oh, no kidding.
Well, I knew a Betsy Anderson who looked very Korean because she was. Her dad was Scandinavian and her mom was Korean.
Well, you know, I need to rethink my... Okay, we got lots of cars here. The cars in the back pitting. You know, you don't have track position anyway, so you might as well pit here. And Brad Otto in the 31 car, the U.S. Marine car. 1, 2, 3, 4, United States Marine Corps. Do you feel dizzy? Do you feel faint? Just a stop and go for fuel, no tires for Brad Otto. I think if you're going to come in like this, you need to get 4. And when you're in the back there, but we'll see how that works for Brad.
At the very least, right side
Fresno,
tires.
California.
Yeah, at the very least, I would have wanted rights, but the thought here of topping off is you get a nice even split. You know you can make this on an even number of nice even divisions of the fuel tank.
And I'm completely, wow. Thank you for.
You see, I always took it from you that he was Japanese.
Well, I said that once in the broadcast because I thought I heard it from somebody, and nobody told me I was.
Nobody corrected you, so I went off your bad information. But still,
and,
I mean,
you know, everything about me is bad information, dude. I'm a driver, you know, not a doctor. You know?
So anyway, they're going to take this.
Marinero fell back there a little bit.
They're going to take this restart with about 99 to go. So that's going to work out nicely if you can just do 33 per run. Yeah, you'll make it nicely to the end, assuming we don't get more cautions. It can happen. I wouldn't count on it as close as tight quarters and fast as this track is. We usually get a few cautions early on, and then finish it out strong with a nice green flag run.
Marinello in the 33 car, I think he's one of those guys that pitted down. They're going to have a couple better laps on their tires. We'll see how this pans out.
Yeah, most of the guys you're going to see at the back there, including Ken Shea, of course, who went for that slide, they're going to be the ones that can definitely make this on 3 tank loads from here. So that would be 2 stops. Right?
Yep.
See, I was so disappointed when I saw the total number of laps. It's 107 laps. Like, why couldn't it be 1 less lap and totally fit the Chicago theme there? You know, it's 106 miles to Chicago. We got half a pack of cigarettes, a full tank of gas, it's dark out, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it!
That is poetry in motion right there, man.
Love
Jim
the
Gately,
Blues Brothers.
Mama watch it tonight. Well, we know what this guy can do, and he's just already up to 20th right here. He's going to try to pick him off one at a time here.
Yeah, you see Slim Jim right there between Bob Williams and Will Farmer.
These guys are shutting it off, saving fuel already. You do that as second nature because everything matters, including how much time you're in there, and they're giving you fuel, even if you're getting a full tank. Well,
especially these guys who didn't top off. They want to make sure they can make it if it goes green. Now, we got the chat clamoring for Will Farmer merchandise, and I'm afraid we'd probably get copyright striked by Disney for that, considering he's running those Rusty's Lightning McQueen colors.
Man, you know, we ain't got no money. You know?
Yep.
What are they going to take?
I don't even have this channel monetized. Anyway, pace car is in. And we are back to green with the highwayman Jim Christopherson leading us back.
Single file start as per NASCAR rules.
These are still 2003 rules and 1988 cars. So no double file restarts here. Unless there's cars a lap down. You really get a view for how curved that backstretch is. In that shot we just had there with the leaders. It doesn't seem like that much when you're on it, but looking down at like you're at the lumber yard, it's pretty darn warped.
Well, last week we were talking to Brian Lovell, and now we got the Lovell brothers in here, and they are related to Jim Lovell, that almost landed on the moon, the Apollo 13. But the greatest story that I've watched that movie so many friggin' times, you can't believe it.
You talk about cool under pressure.
Lovell brothers out here tonight. Brian at 14th. Greg just showing up, signing up this week, and you show up, you get to run Friday night if you can keep it together. And
yeah, we got him there on the right side, the 043 rather, of Brian Lovell.
yeah,
He is behind the 088 of his brother.
Meanwhile, that guy, Mama, here comes that man, the 52 car of Rick Johnson. He's a drummer. He's a body man. Lives on the East Coast, and he hasn't been around a while. And he shows up, and instantly, dude, this guy was my teammate. He's got a book. He can show up, and he opens the book, and it says what steering ratio to run, and this guy is serious. But he does not show up not prepared, and he is all over the highwayman right here. Ken Hansen in third. Ken is just, when is he going to get a stinking break? He's done everything he needs to do to get a top 5 finish, and he's gotten a few of them, but he's also gotten the short end of the stick.
I can tell you, last night he was leading with less than 10 to go in the trucks at Pocono, but he was one of the trucks that did not top off on the last caution, or what turned out to be the last caution, and so he had to pit.
Sorry. 88 Jason Dolfer, big fan group in tonight watching. And, dude, he's P4. He's starting to show what he can do.
Rick Castle behind him there in the 124 Crown Royal.
Man, I could have me a shot of Crown Royal right now. I'm telling you, I'm in the mood.
And Johnny Doucette behind him.
Johnny Doucette has run, just always run top 10 here. All these guys are capable of getting that win and taking the reins away from Matt Watkins. Matt Watkins has dominated this year, and somebody needs to punch him in the mouth here,
Oh,
Steve
wow.
Weber, the big cactus in the 83 from Arizona. And then, of course, there's Bill Yarborough. Nowhere to go for these guys right now. They want to look. They want to go. It's a one-groove track here.
Well, you can get side by side, but you need help to do it.
You need help, and you need to execute your pit stops.
I couldn't tell if Rick Johnson caught the wall off turn 4 last time by there, but he got mighty close to it.
Bullseye car, Matt Stewart. Just another guy, running great. He got caught up in some stuff the last couple races, or one of them. You know me, I got a memory like it's bad. Pops Morganson in the 99 car from Indiana, the great grandpa, the oldest driver in the league, in the Scotch Blue Ford. He'll drive that thing till he's 100 years old. And
I don't think he's a great grandpa yet. Maybe a great grandpa, but not a great grandpa.
He is still fast, He was driving with one eye last year because he had surgery on one eye.
Twice. He had surgery on one eye, recovered from that, and then went and got the other one worked on. There's our series sponsor, Bill Farmer, in the 06 Valvoline machine. We thank Bill for putting up the sponsorship for the hardware these guys are running for. Hey, we got Mutt. Joe Sharon checking in.
Going in the back here. Listen, you know, tire degradation is going to start to be a problem here. That's when you're going to start to see guys pushing up. Gotta be patient here right now. You gotta have the better tires.
Oh, the 043 is around.
That's
He backs it into the
there.
wall, and oh man, oncoming traffic has to slow it. Dave Ellens is around right in front of Den Francesconi.
Caution is out. The car's slowing down.
I think Den may have missed that somehow, which...
Look, Den drives with his fingers upside down, paralyzed from the neck down, and this is physically challenging as heck for him. And sometimes he'll just park it. You know, he can take what he can take. But, dude, you race against the 16 car on the track, and if you didn't know that he was paralyzed, you wouldn't know it.
Yeah, he's super smooth, super clean. Well, here's what happened here with the 043.
Check it out.
He just got passed by Slim Jim, falls in line in front of Jeff Hale, and then just gets a little loose, letting him go into turn 3. Backs it in, and then this is the scary part as traffic's coming on. He's right in the middle of the track. Nothing he can do about that. I think Den actually missed him. That may be an early...
Pit road, 45 miles an hour. Got to hit your stall.
That may be an early candidate for the good hands lead of the race right there.
Come on. You got to nail this. Rick Johnson all over, pressuring the 40. The veteran, you know, the 40 is a veteran too. He's raced in other leagues. He's won here, and he's earned his stripes, and he has not faced. Nice in the Western Honor 40 car. Chevy Lumina, I believe. Nah, man, I can't. Yeah. Oh, Rick Johnson out. All cars around. Bill, 4 cars. Bill Yarborough, the 043 of Lovell is into the grass. I don't know if they're going to get a penalty. There was bumping and grinding and chucking and jiving there down pit road. Got to get that, bro.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out now. I was just showing how Den Francesconi missed all that.
10-4. Oh, look at Dave Ellens go around. I'm watching on delay on the other screen. Wow. That'll make your sticker pecker right there. What's Coney going to do there at 190 miles an hour? Oh, no. Kachow, the farmer fan group is the biggest in the text tonight. That's in Lexi 10. Go Will. Kachow!
So as far as what happened on pit road, it looks like, well, a few cars just trying to get around each other there, and as Matt Watkins comes out, here comes the 043 next to him.
Matt Watkins in the rear with the gear and the beer, and now P9. He's dominated this whole season.
No, oh my goodness, a big old cluster happened after that. There was action all over pit road as they made those stops. Jeff Habbick has turned around.
Absolutely, it was Chaos 99.
Yeah, yeah, Bill Yarborough in the grass.
Interval with View with Will. They want to get that. Do we have one to go? Usually he pops up.
Yeah, he pops up from time to time. I got, wait, I got my TeamSpeak scrolled down. Yeah, he pops by from time to time. You can see there's the overall view of everything that went down on pit road. There's a whole lot of smoke. Looks like some of those guys should be okay as far as penalties. I think they got back in the right side of the cone before they exited. We'll see. Have Milty check the scanner, see if there's a lot of EOLL penalties out there. The lights are off on the FSB pace car. And we'll have, once again, the highwayman Jim Christopherson leading us back to green. A whole lot of red up there with the Western Auto, the Red Box, Coors,
Yeah,
Red Baron
just talked
Pizza.
to, they're getting ready to go green right now. He sees that on his chat, on his, he's got his laptop next to him, but
Yep.
we'll try to get him next caution, or hopefully. Kip Vickers is going for Ken. Which Ken is that? Would that be the 9? That's the Coors beer can.
Yeah, Ken Hansen's
we call
number
him
9.
the beer can, and Ken Hansen is, he a badass, and he needs, he's ready for a win. And
Well, I'd say if Kip's a friend of yours, then he's probably rooting for the beer car.
absolutely, yeah. That was about 40 minutes before the race. He's like, he lives up in the mountains up around here, and he's like, I'm running to the store. I'll be back. I got 40 minutes, and he's here tonight watching. Just one of the other co-workers I got I'm so lucky I got the job I got, and we're getting ready to go green.
We are green.
And we are green. I'm behind. Sorry.
Got some action in the back here around. Oh, the 9 cars around right in front of. Oh no!
He's up over, and he's up on his. Oh, and the 59 gets creamed. A huge wreck. This is the big one right here.
Oh, that is probably terminal for the 59.
The 9 car, the beer can just got dented right there. I think he's done, and Kip Vickers the kiss of death.
Welcome to our world, Kip.
Yeah, every time we mention somebody, the 59 on fire. Come on, get out of that thing, son. Our admin, he's on fire, the 59. Still running, but there's flames, fire.
Well, let's get this queued up and see what happened. See, he's
I think
looking.
the beer can got hosed there. Let's see. I'm gonna watch your replay because I can't think fast enough to go back. Maybe I can.
Oh man, lots of hard hits there. The 25 of Keith Cordier took
like
a hard
they
hit.
say in NASCAR, that's a hard lick right there.
I think, I'm not positive, but I think the 40 got loose first.
Okay, I'm looking at it now. The 9 goes up. Ooh. We got to get some in-car of the 9 here, dude. That's...
Oh yeah, there it is. There it is, paused.
The
40 was loose off the corner.
Oh, the 40 got loose. The leader got loose there, and right in front of the 9, nowhere to go. Dave Owens doing some landscaping there. Look at the smoke from the one.
Ken Shea got in that, so he's not having a good night. That's your kiss of death.
Yeah, I'm just so powerful. The 9 car in the pits. They're still working on that thing. It's not good. Coors Milling. Well, here's a tip to my beer to you, bro. Yeah.
Well, here's the 59's view. You see, he just out of nowhere. Here comes the 9. Oh, and he's hit again and again. Sam Young sliding into that.
George Washington, 1400 filmer, is a great friend and great racer. He's a great young man. Dad has done a great job. His dad's also in this race, by the way.
Yeah, Dad, the series sponsor there with Farmer Brothers Contracting.
Now we've got kids watching tonight. Cool.
And hey, Ryan Johnson's got his car sponsored by Brothers Body and Paint. That's his family business, and you're going to need to take that car into Brothers.
I think the 9 car is done. We'll have to see if we can get him out of the in-care center.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, there's the man of the hour. Your fan club is restless.
They're blowing it up, dude.
I told them, I was like, hey guys, you should watch this, because we always say promote the stream. I told them to watch the stream tonight, and they really blew it up.
Sure
Yeah,
have. I
well,
mean, we
that
got
was like my
24 watching
coworkers
now.
showing up and watching. We're just talking at work. It's like, dude, I'm gonna get me some beer and actually watch this, see what you do.
Awesome. Did you guys see that wreck? That was insane.
Yeah, we were just breaking that one down.
I think the 9 car, he's gonna need a bucket.
Yeah, 9 car appears to be, if he's... Yeah, 9 car is retired.
Yeah, man, I saw that from my windshield. That was just chaos. I saw cars doing cartwheels in the air. That was wild.
Well, you've had some bad luck, so maybe this is some good luck. How's your car? These are fixed setups. Everybody, for new people that haven't watched this before, they are the same setups, but there are adjustments as far as steering ratio. And so, how's your car feeling tonight?
Well, I honestly, it feels pretty tight, especially as these runs go on. I'm really needing to let off, I feel like, more than I had to. I don't know if you guys saw in the beginning of the race, but I started pretty far back. And
yeah,
we did.
And I was just kind of trying to learn my line here. I was following these guys up ahead, just trying to figure out what they were doing. And I think I might have picked up something. So we're going to try to make it work. But we're going green here, so I'm going to go back down to my team channel.
All right, get some, man. Get some, young fella.
We're going to try.
Right.
I've been pretty close these past couple weeks. Hopefully we'll get at least a top 3 tonight.
All right. Thanks for stopping in, Will, and good luck, buddy. Let's keep those fenders on it. We'll talk to you later.
Yep. See you guys.
Look at a little pack here. The 23 car, the man, the myth, the legend, the professor, Slim Jim Gately. He's got his boys with him here. He's got the 3 car of Mark DeCinza and the 29 car of Jeff Hale. This is a serious group right here. You better watch this group right here. They're aiming to win tonight.
And we are back to green with the 88 car of Jason Dolfer on the point. And immediately,
you're scared.
Immediately, the 52 Rick Johnson looks for the lead down the backstretch.
Jason Dolfer is wanting to show what he can do, and he already has. But now, he's got the 52 of Rick Johnson.
I think you're a little behind again. It looks like he'll clear him into 1. Meanwhile, look who's up there looking for 4th place. The 15 Pac-Man machine of Matt Watkins, already near the front.
Oh, but not so fast. Dolfer is fighting on the outside.
Yeah, see, he's got the help, and he's got some good help there in that 15 car.
The 15 car from the rear up to P4.
And now you see 15 abandons the high line. He's going with the 52. He's got Slim Jim. He's got Mark DeCenza. Hey, we got Dan Irvine, Francis Dittman checking in the chat. Couple of drivers.
What's up, Francis?
They know how this track is.
FSP Indy 500 winner Francis Dittman.
And Jason Dolfer's hanging on. Oh, the teammates of Rick Castle and Johnny Doucette get together on the... coming off the 4 there. Around goes the 58 of Johnny Doucette.
Everybody was really cautious at first. Now, not so much. And the caution is out. What do you do? Driver, what do? You pit. 4 tires and fuel.
Looks like Jeff Habit caught a piece of that too. Ken Shea through the grass again.
Francis Dittman looking to get back on the track. Right on, brother.
All right. We'd love to see that, Francis. I know you've been working nights and haven't been able to get out here, but here's what happened. You see the teammates of Rick Castle and Johnny Doucette, and they just kind of got together off the corner. Can't really call that one way or the other. And the end result, though, is 58 goes for the slide, collecting the 101, sending several cars through the grass in evasive action. But I think that's really the only car that took damage was the 58. Meanwhile, Ryan Johnson continues to sit on pit road, heavily damaged.
Zoo Mike is filmer. Is he broadcasting like on a separate stream or Filmer Cam Epic? You know, you can.
He's
do
just
that.
talking about how before I had him up there.
Oh, I got you. I'm trying to watch all 4 of these screens here.
Yeah, good luck with
Getting
that.
dizzy, you know. Sponsored by Budweiser, the king of beers.
I mean, that's what I got. I got 4 monitors going at once when I'm doing this.
Yeah, that's why you make the big bucks.
Yeah, if only. If only.
Rick Johnson from the drum set to and the radial sander at the body shop, working on badass cars. He's got a window and getting married.
Yeah, about a year ago now, I believe.
Okay, I'm gonna race tonight. You remember me? I'm pretty good in that 52 car. The red box Ford. But it just never continues to amaze me when he was my teammate, and I'd be talking, I get amped when I'm driving, and I'm not drinking, so I get pretty crazy, and he's like, no, Milt, pit now. That's it. Shut up.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like last night in the truck race at Pocono there, I was gripping the wheel so hard that my thumb was asleep when the race was over. Because I was just thinking, man, is this gonna work? Is my strategy gonna work? Can I get around these guys? And I was all amped up about it. But 2 weeks prior, when I won that race at Kentucky, because I was on the restart. I'm like, okay, I'm probably toast. I've got a plan. Let's see if it works. And I was completely calm for that one, and hyped up for the others. So you just never know. This is every situation scenario is different. Unless you're Rick Johnson.
Yeah, unless it may be different, but we're 34 laps into this race, and
this is definitely not nerves time.
I've ever seen. I mean, these guys are all great. There's been other great drivers: Kevin Lewis, David Gostilla. David's become an engineer, and he's doing life. But I'd love to see that 30 car back on the track. But
man, we really do have the booming fan base there, with Dancing Lexi joining the chorus of little farmer fans.
Well, and the thing is, it's time to knock these trees down. Go get them.
Yeah, we're a third of the way in.
Here and be the best I've ever seen in P1 and P2. These veterans, these guys, it's like, okay, now what you gonna do?
Well, we're
a name for yourself right here. Can you beat them?
We're a third of the way in here, so we need these. What you're looking for is for everyone to just settle in, get to those green flag stops, get some strategy at play. Yeah, that's all right. When I ran these,
absolutely, yeah.
I'm thinking survival for the first 2/3, and then you go at it for the for the last third. On that last set of tires, those are the ones you use up.
What's the 124 the Crown Royal car Rick Castle gonna do as the lights go out? We're going green.
And we got
Follow
Tom Jackson on the inside there.
That's my advice.
Yeah, if Jim Ray was checking in, he would say go 52, or you'd have him picked already.
He's got a button set for that. So.
Yeah, he's got a standing pick of the 52 car, and you can see why, as Rick Johnson just shot himself out of a cannon there with his co-goat and Matt Watkins hot on his heels, and Matt's not wasting any time. He's got this thing clinched.
He's dominating
Woo!
this championship.
He hung that thing out there.
By the wall there. He
He didn't get it.
This guy wheels like a madman. When he's behind the wheel, he is extremely intense.
He did not get the wall, but he sure hung it out there.
That's what gets his blood going. Dolfer in 88. He's
there he is.
Now he's
Jim Ray.
These guys.
Right on cue, Jim Ray checks in. Go 52. I smelled you coming. Man, Matt Watkins, he wants that lead on the outside. He's looking for some help from the 23 of Slim Jim.
And he's going to get it. And the 15 powers off the corner, but not so much.
He's got the momentum. He can close the door going into 3 here, but I think he wants to help Slim Jim repay the favor. You gotta be careful getting stuck up in the marbles, though.
3 wants to be in this party, the multiple champion, lest we forget. He had a heart attack last year.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was definitely, not himself, and then he came back, and when we saw him win, the 3 car is definitely on fire, and he's healthy, and that's bad news for the Bears here.
And you see he's there battling with the 124 and the 90 car right now, looking... Oh, we got the 51 of Dave Jandry up into the wall.
Hard into the wall.
Hard in the wall, but no caution. He keeps it going straight.
Was there contact there? I don't think so.
I don't know. I have to back that up and take a look.
No, he just came out there and had a car on his inside.
Yeah, it looks like he got loose on the high side.
Hit there and
that's what I was talking about. You get up in those marbles, and you try and yank the wheel to bring it down, and it gets too loose. So he hit the wall and then bounced off the 40 car. That's what it was. So very lucky for Jim.
52 and the 15 side by side.
Very lucky for Jim Christopherson in the 40 that he did not suffer any ill effects of that contact there, and just keeps it going straight.
These guys they live for this stuff, man. And when the 15 sees the 52 show up, and he hasn't been there in a while, he's not scared. He's like, let's go at it. The 23 from the back, the 3 car gets around.
Oh, the 90's spun around on the back stretch. And 23 getting around 15 and racing back to it. There you go. You got the teammates ganging up on Matt Watkins.
2003 old school rules. You don't slow down. Nobody gets in your ears and says you race back to the line if it is clear.
I think it was 2003 where the incident that led to not racing back to the cautions anymore occurred when Dale Jarrett was wrecked on the front stretch at New Hampshire, sitting there on fire, and guys came off turn 4 3 wide racing for position back to the caution, and he's there trying to get out of his car. So they put the kibosh on that in real NASCAR.
Well, we're seeing Phil Warmer is multitasking in his life, also crushing it in Minecraft. So these friends of his are definitely guy's a badass. But this isn't a video game, so, folks. This is a simulation down pit road.
And you can see there what happened with the 90 car.
Pro Cup, Rick Johnson. Down pit road in the red box, the veteran. Tonight, I could smell the ferocity. He is back, and he is back. He's here to win this race. Take it from him. Can you? Whoa! Almost contact with the 15 and the 3, but no contact. They go down side by side. Who's going to speed? 15 to the 3 side by side. 15 a little more and gets the spot. Will NASCAR bust him for that? I mean, they are not friendly, NASCAR.
No.
23 do what he do,
and Jim
he has
Jim
also
Christopherson
on
is spending
one
a
tonight
long
here.
time on pit road, probably reviewing that incident there, seeing if maybe he should count that as his own. As we showed you on the replay there that he definitely got into the back of the 90 and helped send that car around. So he's probably looking at his replay to see whether he needs to count that as an incident for himself.
Doris Slim is on it tonight.
He's right there.
He is ripping it, and he's definitely going to. You remember me, son? Slim Jim with the, I mean, when you hear him talk, it's like I just get like mesmerized because he walks the walk, he talks the talk, but he walks the walk, and
I'd say he walks the line because he sounds a bit like Johnny Cash.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just, I love hearing his voice when he talks. It's just definitely, and he's so cool. And, this guy could have, a ton of championships. Family, fun time, vacations, work, always comes first for this guy. And sim racing is, when he has the time to do it, he's going to do 100%. When he shows up on the track, he's going to be 100%. And otherwise, he's going to do life. I totally respect, how he approaches his racing and how he approaches his life, and that shows in his racing, his class, his demeanor, and the respect these guys have for him, and we have for him on and off the racetrack.
Meanwhile, Chris Landry and Johnny Doucette, who stayed out that first lap, they hit pit road now, so Chris Landry picked himself up at Dave Marcus point, and Brad Otto is doing so right now with the 31 car, although the lights are now off on the FSB Firebird pace car.
Wait, I still got another beer here, so I'm good.
Still got another beer?
Yeah, Kip, the 3 car, Mark DeSizza, I've known him for about 16 years, raced against him. We've had some great battles, and, he's had a heart attack, and came back.
Milty's got the beer, I got the whiskey. And
percent strong, and he is definitely he's back
and the ginger ale.
100% on his form. The 3 car is definitely a badass. Let's see what happens here. Guys it's getting wrapped up. We're not even halfway here. Who are the other players here that want to get into this party? Steve Weber in the 83, the big cactus. Former Friday night Winston Cup champion. He never won a race that season, but he had the best average finish versus point. Will Farmer, his huge fan club here, just chomping at the bit. No pressure, young fella. Look, I mean, Will's got the skills. Will's got the skills, and he's 17 years old. Just barely got a license. He's running against these old men that think they know what they're doing here, and the upside, are you kidding me? Billy Arwell, the veteran, he's got more second place finishes than anybody in this league, except maybe me. I don't know, but how do you finish like that? It's steady.
Well, apparently some cars were not lined up, and we did not go green that time, guys. So we got an extra lap.
I'm gonna head to the porta potty then. So you
sponsored by Budweiser.
Sponsored by Budweiser, the king of beers. For all you do,
Ding!
This bud's for you.
The lights should be off this time by, and if Brad Otto wants to rethink his strategy, now's his opportunity. But looks like he's gonna stick with it. He's gonna stay out there, try and get some track position. He's probably hoping for a quickie caution. But we're looking for some green. We're thinking green thoughts here. We want to see this go the distance. I want to see some green flag stops. I want to see some fuel strategy. I want to see some tires get hot and messy and sliding up the track. So let's think green. As lights are off once again on the FSB pace car. I have to agree there, Zoom Mike. Even though my spelling's not Gaelic, it's not the original Irish form of it. I admit. It's the Americanized, because in 1978, nobody was named Shawn, so my parents thought, you know, Scene would get misspelled all the time, but wouldn't you know it, in 1979, 1980, there was an explosion of Shawns spelled S-E-A-N, and so I was destined to always have my name misspelled S-E-A-N. Exact opposite of what my parents were going for, but the pace car is off. Brad Otto in the number 31 Marine Machine.
Let's go racing, boys!
And you know that 52 car is looking to get around him real quick. You got Jeff Hale looking under the 06 already on the front stretch.
It keeps looking for some green there. That's either green flag racing or maybe something else. I'm not sure.
Maybe a little fire on the mountain.
Yeah, fire on the mountain. It's legal now.
A little side swipe there with the 23 and the 31, and he does not hit the wall.
Wow, look at that.
Woo,
wow.
That's another candidate for good hands move of the race
Can we
right
get
there.
Some in-car here a little bit?
Yeah, let's get on board.
Let's
Let's get on the Wrangler Jeans machine there of Mr. Mark
Number 3
Desenza.
car. That's for my bro Kip. Badass co-worker. Watching tonight. In-car with Mark Desenza here. Lifting through the corners. This is what you see. There's no track limits there, so you can use that.
Yeah, there's no out of bounds. That's a go down there at your own risk thing here at Chicago.
These 3 badasses are all lined up. This is bad news for the Bears here. Rick Johnson pulls out and goes back. Why?
Ooh, oh, Brad Otto catches the wall there, and I think.
Or does he want to? You see the end cars, Mark. Maybe
Man,
Rick
Steve
wants
Weber.
to save cars here and see if this is going to be a long run.
I barely caught a glimpse of it there. It looked like Steve Weber barely squeezed down in front of Will Farmer there behind them.
Coming up on Slim Jim there. 175 miles an hour.
Slim wants that lead.
Slightly.
And, oh, man, Matt Watkins using all the track on the front stretch here.
Wow. Look at him hanging off the inside there. You can see the camera.
Oh, he's pushing up.
From the, crazy.
He may have gotten a little too aggressive there, and he used just a bit too much going into one, and that might cost him the lead as Slim Jim looks low, but his teammate, Mark Desenza, did not go with him immediately. Allows him to pull up even again.
Up against the wall there. Look, dude, man, I know.
Oh, here comes Mark Desenza.
Too, and this guy, Desenza, is on fire. The 3 car, the Wrangler Chevy, Dale Earnhardt livery, gets by the Slim Jim. He's doing the over and under, and they put the show on tonight.
Woo.
All my buddies at work, and tune in. These guys do not disappoint.
Despite all the cautions we've had so far, and see, Will Farmer is looking underneath the 83 of Steve Weber, but has to fall back in before turn 1. And Mark Desenza arcs it in there, tries to get a run down the backstretch. This is not the easiest place to manufacture a run at. And here comes 52 back on the 23.
These guys are also good at saving tires. They're looking at the driver has boxes they can open up. They're called F screens. So as you're driving, you have to be. You don't have Roger Penske in your ear, and you don't have a pit crew.
You don't have Chad Knaus or anything.
You have to have. You don't have Chad Knaus. You have to figure this stuff out on your own. So you're looking at. You press the what button is for tire temperature.
I don't know. It's the top middle button on my Stream Deck.
Yeah, you got it. Well, you got that down, so you don't. These guys are all doing that, looking at that right front.
I think it's F4.
220? Am I 215? Especially if you make those tires angry early. But Matt Watkins from the rear to the gear.
Mark DeSenza
gobbled him up.
Mark DeSenza is not done trying to get around him, though. Man, McQueen's looking low again on the front stretch, but it looks like it might actually cost him some spots. You see Bill Yarborough and Dennis Balsar working the outside of the 95 car. You see that on the right side of your screen. You see the extra momentum that Highline can get when they work together.
Too wide. Balsar on the outside. 60 cars, just another
29 and Jeff Hill looks like he might split it up the middle and thinks better of it.
It, man. I mean,
yeah, Bill Yarborough got around him.
He's going to get freight trained. Will putting him really close to the wall, but then backs off. Good driving by Will Farmer there in the 95.
He's got his dad in the 06 pretty close behind him. Looks like he might get the help here to get back around Dennis Balsar, or maybe not. Jeff Hale. And just like Captain Jack Sparrow, you ask whose side is he on? His own, I think. He will change lines several times a lap to go with the momentum in the draft. Meanwhile, our leaders have not taken it easy on each other. As you see, the 52 has gotten back around to 3 of Mark DeSenza.
These guys battling, too, because they should be falling back, and now that second pack has got about a 3-car to 5-car length gap there.
They're still in the draft, though. They're still very much in the draft. I wouldn't worry about that too much, especially if they can line it up again. It looks like that's what Will Farmer has done. You want to keep them about 1.4 away if you've got multiple cars to draft back up with.
The father of the son there, Will Farmer, there's Bill Farmer, and the 06 Valvoline car is very strong tonight. And he's got another venerable one there, Pops Margerson. The old men are right there in the fight.
Yeah, but unfortunately I think they may have some damage from being caught up in those earlier wrecks. I know the 99 and the 98 of Sam Young both got caught up in earlier incidents, so it looks like they're starting to fall back and lose that draft. Meanwhile, I see Slim Jim gets around the 3 there.
Oh, whoa, just as I was about to talk to him, Rick Castle very, very gently scrapes the wall there.
That can be just enough to...
That was a love tap, hopefully.
That can still be enough to affect the aerodynamics, affect your straightaway speed, affect your cornering downforce, which then increases your tire wear, and it starts throwing a parachute out, pushing you backwards. So hopefully... sometimes you can kiss it and not actually trigger the damage. It's hard to tell from outside, from watching someone else do it, but when you're in car... When you're in car, what you want to have happen is if you just get up and you hear the little kind of sound, like a paper ripping sound, that's okay. But if you hit it and the car rocks, then you got damage. And hopefully that was not a car rocker. The 87 pushes up as the leaders lap him, but everybody gets around.
Trying to get out of the way there. He started watching our broadcast, and now he's on the track, and great job for, this is pro sim racing, dude. You don't just show up and kick everybody's butt, you know. But he's out there fighting. He's going a lap down here, but he's out there and he has the gonads to compete. That impresses me. Oh, and Sam Young does a 4-wheel power slide on the outside, saves it. Slamming Sammy, the boss.
His car is hurt bad.
That was a great. You gotta get a chance to see that, dude. He was 4-wheel sliding there. That's dirt tracking at 178 miles an hour. I bet you he's got a lump in his throat right there. Jim Marks and Pops falling back a little bit from this group here. Got to stay on that. But like you said, with that damage, he may be compromised. Got to stay within 1.5 seconds with this group. Are we going backwards?
And you see that was once again as the 98 caught the 87 there. Woo, he got sideways up in the high groove, which is where he likes to be anyway. And he held on to it.
Jeff Hill in the Tide car. We saw him early with his group, with his boys. Kind of fell back there a little bit. Let's see what the 29 can do. In my day, you did not want to see that 29 Tide car behind you.
Well, it was usually Miller before.
Whatever sponsor
he's had a few different cars through the
29,
years.
That's bad. Whoa, boy, Steve Weber. The 83's getting a little tight, maybe, or he's just trying to get some help on the outside. The veteran, the champion.
Meanwhile, this front four has started to check out. Now they have pulled out to more than a 2-second lead over 5th place Rick Castle. So they are out of the draft of the second pack there.
If the second pack is bigger, they should be able to.
They're bigger, but there's some damaged cars in there, and they're eating each other alive.
31 Brad Otto is pitting.
That's not surprising because he stayed out.
Yeah, so.
And he's got some damage.
These guys are gonna try to split it up into one more here, and that would be probably somewhere around 74 to 77 laps. That would be about 6 laps to go. And
if we've got 37 laps to go here, yeah, you want to get that to within 34. If you can last another 3 laps, you can make it on one stop from here. Well, that would be the one stop to make it on, rather.
This is, cream of the crop.
Will Farmer is fighting by himself on the outside there, holding off Jeff Hale.
This Quattro right here is they bad fast.
Yeah, but if it comes down to green flag pit stops, that plays into the hands of Matt Watkins, and it plays to the disadvantage of that 3-car, Mark DeSenza. He'll be the first to tell you that's his Achilles heel.
With Matt in front, he can dictate it, and he has got a huge sack here.
Well, Mark DeSenza will be the first.
He's not afraid to drive it in there, and he's great under the brakes, and he will put the pressure on everyone behind him here. He knows how to follow, he knows how to come from behind, and he knows how to lead, and he knows how to pit under pressure. No, he's letting the 52 by here.
He probably wants to save.
Over and let him by.
He may want to save just a few more laps of fuel or something. I don't know.
Well, these guys are all like, okay, this is gamesmanship here with these 4 right now. These are champion.
Yeah. I'm not even going to try and count the championships and race wins that are under that blanket there in the top 4.
And look at that stuff. Make my mind dizzy,
Well, this battle in the second pack.
He doesn't have as many championships as these guys because
he tends not to run full seasons, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't run full seasons.
Well, we keep trying to get him in a full
Well,
one
you
here.
know, everybody's life is different, and what are your priorities? And to him, that is, he wants to win. When he shows up, he wants to win races. That's it. You know, he ain't worried about championships. Practice.
We talking about practice? Man, Will Farmer is just scrapping for every position, every inch of track out there. Still fighting Dennis Balsar.
Cool as a cucumber.
Matt Watkins swings way high there.
He may have used this stuff up a little in the lead, pushing hard early.
Yeah, because he really charged hard at the beginning of that run there to try and get up to the lead.
So my guess is he's going to short pit, and that would be about now. And
yeah, we're in the window.
We're in the window.
In fact, there goes Jeff Hale. Jeff Hale has hit pit road.
Let's take a look at the 29 car, Jeff Hale from Oklahoma. He's down pit road. The tie
He's
car.
from South Carolina.
South Carolina, shit. Oops, sorry.
I see 4 tires and fuel, and he'll be
right
back at it. You gotta. I think Matt Watkins is coming down. Yep, here comes 15 of Matt Watkins. You gotta figure everyone in this lead group's gonna be following suit.
Didn't see his entry, but everything looks good coming out. 29 car. This is a great move.
How about these leaders here? Rick Johnson. Here comes Rick Johnson. And Slim gets around him, coming in, and Mark descends him. Oh, man, he just barely made it in there. That was in serious danger of being an unsafe entry.
Well, you know, like you were saying, we know how great Mark is, and
he's bad fast, but like I was trying to say, he'll be the first to tell you. He'll be the first to tell you he's our Denny Hamlin when it comes to pit road penalties.
Absolutely, but when he nails it, he wins the race. You know.
See, already down and away. The 23, the 3.
Will Farmer down the pit road out of P7. Will needs a caution here.
52 rolling away, and he gets cut off by the 68 lap car of Chet Barkin. Oh, that is not what the 52 needed to see. But
he's still trying to get on the track, and
that puts Slim out ahead on his own, though, so he's a sitting duck there. That's not going to cost Rick Johnson too much.
No.
But where are these cars that pitted first going to cycle in? In fact, oh, never mind. Question asked, question answered. There is Slim Jim catching up to the 15 of Matt Watkins. So Matt Watkins, by being the first to the pits, came out ahead.
Billy Arbo and the Real Tree Chevrolet exiting pit road. He was P1. Last to pit there, he needed the caution. He didn't get it.
Yeah, it picks him up a lap lead, at least.
Yes. Yeah, that was a good choice, though. I mean, he needed some timely problems for others.
You know, and this is a track. This is a track where, because of the nature of how you come into the pits, I mean, you saw how wild that entry was for the 3 car. You get a lot of cautions when green flag pit stops start.
You do. I mean, and with the track position you got to take a chance here. Rick Johnson back in that fold, so he's probably a little disappointed, but he instantly goes into. Now he's gonna probably guitar saving mode.
And they had a little issue getting around the lap traffic of the 57, but looks like everybody hangs on to it. No harm, no foul. And this front 4 has stuck together. I haven't seen anybody coming in for a penalty.
To get out of the way, and that's great racecraft.
Yeah, it's tough when these guys are bearing down on you and you're just trying to hang on to what you got.
Dude, you know, all the stuff I've won, if I jumped in here right now, I'd be hanging on for dear life, you know.
Yeah, Bill
You
Yarbrough,
race
who's
all the time, you know, so you're pretty tight, you know.
yeah, well,
Me, not so
stuff
much.
still
I'd
happens.
be, you know, well, I can't say it.
Well, I'm gonna make a pit
There we
stop of
go.
my own
The
here.
four of these guys going at it. Slim Jim Gailey, Rick Johnson is being the aggressor now. He's like, heck with it. Let's go. He can't make that move. That's going to hurt his tires a little bit. Tried to get the run on the outside, expected some help, and didn't get it.
I'm gonna make a pit stop of my own here and be here for the finish of this. So I'm gonna hand it over to you, Milty.
All right, brother. Matt Watkins, originally from South Carolina, I think. Heck if I know, man. I mean, I get it wrong all the time, but pretty sure because he's telling me he drives by Darlington Racetrack every day, going to work before he moved out of state. Yeah, but here comes the 23 car Slim Jim Gately. These guys are all veterans. They're poking each other a little bit right now. They're feeling it. Kip Vickers, yeah, the 3 car. Dude, that's a really good pick. He's a great leader. Let's see what he can do to try to pass these guys. When he gets out in front, Kip, he is definitely, he gets the air in the nose. He's like, Kevin Harvick. Gets out there in front, and he's unbeatable. Let's see what he does here with a little bit of a push in the front end here. They're nose to tail. These, you know, I mean, this is the show right here. We got to show it. Champion, 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 champion. Matt Watkins has dominated the season all year, and he's got nothing to lose. He's basically got I don't have the points totals up here, but the 15 car is basically pretty much got this thing wrapped up. But it's now about winning races. These guys are out here right now sweating their butts off in their sim racing rig. Family watching, friends, they're going at it. The rest of the group, as with these green flag pit stops, the cream rises to the crop, and there's nobody else in the picture right here.
All right, I'm back. Glad to see you're still under green and nothing is caught on fire.
Yeah, you never know, man. I dropped my beer. No, I didn't.
It's touch and go, you know.
But it's not like I haven't before.
This front 4 is still going at it hot and heavy. Meanwhile, the 54 and 95, Will Farmer and Bill Yarbrough reeling in the 29 car, Jeff Hale, for that 5th spot.
Coming up on lap traffic now. It's going to get interesting here. Slim Jim trying to put the pressure on. But the 58, Johnny Doucette gets out of the way. These guys are pros. They're not going to, once they see they're about to come a lap down and they got the leaders on them, they're going to get out the way. What tire wear? I like the 52's chances here because of tire wear, but
what I don't like is that he doesn't have rear draft help when it's time for him to make a move. So he's got to really hope that these guys have absolutely killed their tires up in front of him.
Well, he needs. Look, Matt Watkins is not going to go away, but neither is Slim Jim Gately. His whole goal here is to win this race. So what Rick is showing already, the 52 is showing, I want to go outside. He's getting in their mirrors, going outside and saying, who's going to pull out? They're waiting for the 23, the 3, and the 52 are going to go with them. They're gonna try to smoke this 15 car.
There's still
yeah, buddy, you're leading. You're gonna win the championship, but we want to win this race.
And at the same time, they know he's got nothing to lose, and he's gonna reach deep into his bag of tricks, try and pull this one off.
Like we see Kevin Harvick or Kyle Busch, or when they got the car right, Keselowski, they got the car right, and they got the air on the nose in front. Very hard to beat here. And the guys behind them, when you watch real NASCAR, they usually sabotage themselves because they're all looking for positions here.
Rick Johnson ran right up on the 3-car Mark DeSenza there. Had to whoa it up big time. And we're just a little bit away from 10 to go here, as they're catching more traffic. Kevin Mays in the 92.
15 started to break the draft and trying to get these lap cars to go high. And then
92 spinning.
Get sideways. Kevin Mays.
We have caution. Sideways. Caution not out. Looks like he managed to not trigger the caution, so we're thankful for that. Oh, meanwhile, McQueen is...
Well, it's not easy to get out of the way. I'm telling you, I've been there.
Oh, it's tough, especially for cars not right, and that's why you're losing the laps.
101 car of Tower, Jeff Havoc, big fan group.
Yeah, we know Kim's watching tonight.
This dude, like, climbs towers like you think you're crazy. My buddy Kim's watching right now. We think we're crazy, but we just do tile, you know? We don't climb up, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've seen the pictures on Facebook. We know the towers he climbs.
That's like 1920s stuff, you know, where you guys on the top of a freaking skyscraper, you know, with no safety belts. I mean, this dude's badass.
All right, we are 10 to go.
Here we go. 10 to go. Matt Watkins in charge. Smoke on the speedway.
Someone left some dirt, kicked up some dirt there, but looks like no harm, no foul.
Matt's trying to defend now. He's taking a high in, low center, and high exit. He wants to make these guys deviate from their apex and try something different.
Meanwhile, this battle for 5th hasn't cooled down one bit, with the 29 of Jeff Hale, 54 of Billy Arbro, and the 95 of young Will Farmer.
Great battle with those guys. Back up at the front. Matt Watkins looks like that Toyota is on rails, man. That car is hugely fast. They've got to gang up on him, and they know that, and they're going to. They're not going to sit here and just lay about. Chicagoland is very tough here. You got to orchestrate this pass. See Matt defending high. What he's trying to do is, what they're going to want to do is get the exit high and pitch him down low. He's not allowing that.
And I'll tell you exactly what the 52 wants. Him being back there without draft help to push.
Oh, boy.
He wants to wait for...
up against the wall trying to get out of the way.
He wants to wait for the teammates there ahead of him, the 3 and the 23, to make their move on the 15, and then he's going to go at the 15, try and get by those two, and then make his move.
The cars are identical. The setups are identical, aside from tweaks you can do with your wheel. They got to gang up on this guy. They know that, but they know who he is. He's a machine. Every lap, right there where he needs to be. One mistake,
Slim pushing up.
Pounce.
Slim didn't get a very good exit off the corner that time. Pushed up the track a bit.
4 to go. Coming up on 4 to go. Or 3 to go, excuse me.
No, it's 4. You got to count the last lap, too.
Yeah, that's right. Dude, I know this guy in the 15. When he gets in this zone, he's unbreakable.
All 52's making his move on the 3. Rick Johnson trying to get around DeSenza, who he's having a hard time sticking the bottom.
Well, if they don't work
together, DeSenza's in the outs, and that's going to end the race under caution. There it is.
The end of the race right there. Caution is out.
Caution was out when the 15 hit the line. That's going to end it.
Matt Watkins will win this race.
Oh, and they're still crashing. Bill Yarbrough, Will Farmer. They were racing back. Everybody was racing back to the line hard because continuing the tumble, and they're still piling in as they tried to carry their speed, but did not realize the wreck was on the front stretch. I guess more cars just piling in after the fact here.
Then Jim Gately beating on his steering wheel right now, just going, "Gosh darn it!" I didn't even get a chance. Matt Watkins soaking it up. Might see a Polish victory lap from the 15 tonight here. This thing is done over. The eggs are getting cold and the butter's getting hard.
Don't you mean soft?
Nah, man, that's Chick Hearn, bro.
Okay. Well, anyway, here's what happened there as the 3 and the 52. 3 pops the wall, hits 52, and he's just spinning there, and then here comes these cars racing for 5th place. Hard back to the line. And bam! That is a brutal impact for the 54 car. It was just about to lock up that 5th place finish. Then here comes Rick Castle and Dennis Balsar.
My co-worker Kip, that was his pick, and then he got hammered. Good thing it's not real, because he'd be dead, man. But that's a great wreck there. You know, the 3 car gave it all he had. When I talked to him, I'll definitely tell him my coworker from Central California was rooting for him, man. You know, somebody you don't even know.
I think he applied the kiss of death twice tonight, so he did even better than us. He jinxed Ken Shea, and then oh no, you jinxed Ken Shea. Never mind.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I didn't even know.
Who the hell did I have?
He was Norwegian. You know,
I had Kristofferson.
That's actually close to my genealogy, I guess. I still haven't done that. Test
Ancestry.com thing. Yeah, I already know what I am. I'm as white as it gets, being Irish, German, and English.
Yeah.
Who were the 2 you had, Kip? I know you'd switched to the 3 after someone else got wrecked. And damned if I can't remember who it was. I had... Man, Milt and I were the kiss of death for our choices tonight. Both Ken Shea and Jim Kristofferson, many laps down, having retired.
Well, definitely need another beer for the post-race interview, as still got to make this go, but...
Yeah, the white flag, caution lap.
White flag lap, so I'll be right back, folks.
So your winner, Matt Watkins, your champion. Putting another bow on it there in the 15 Pac-Man Toyota. Second place, Slim Jim Gately from the back to the front, as well as, Matt Watkins. He also started in the back with that Champions Challenge. Oh, yeah. Kip had the beer can, and the beer can got crushed, too. That was another hard wreck. 52, Rick Johnson. He was giving it a run there at the end. But it was not to be as... Whoops. They get a little exuberant and congratulating the 15 car there. So again, you're... So 52... Excuse me. I just smacked my microphone into my headset. I got the 98 of... How did the 98 of... Oh, I'm looking at the fastest laps. That'd be why. The 15, 23 of Slim Jim Gately, the 52 of Rick Johnson, 95 of Will Farmer. Hangs on. Doesn't get killed in that last lap crash there. Hangs on for 4th place. 5th spot going to the 29 car of Jeff Hale. That very special suicide awareness scheme there for Steve Weber, the 83 car. He brings it home P6 as you see the celebration begin for the 15. The 088 of, I forget which level. Let's see. Wait for the standings to come back around here. But the 088 in his debut night here comes home 7th. That's a good run for Greg Level. Rick Castle in the 124, Jason Dulfer, and Dave Jandry rounding out your top 10. And Matt Watkins knows where victory lane is.
He knows how to do a burnout, too. He's got like
and there he
500
is, parking it in victory lane, which looks a lot like home plate from the helicopter camera.
We could have won a lot of races to know that stuff, you know.
Well, you can see it when you're messing around in practice.
Yeah, you got time for that?
It's what's around you, man. You gotta look at what's around you. Well, that puts a bow on the penultimate race of this season 37.
Show, dude, I'm telling you.
Would have been nice to see what they had for those last few laps there, but Matt Watkins did everything he needed to do to hang on.
That's racing.
Hold off those hungry wolves behind him. And I'll send Milty off to gather up our podium finishers for the post-race show here. In fact, we've already got Rick Johnson. And Rick, you just needed a little more time there, but looks like you were hatching a plan there towards the end. What were you planning to do there without any rear draft help?
Well, I guess we'll never find out.
Guess not. Yeah, it looked like Mark just got a little into the wall, popped off into your side, and that started a chain reaction there.
Yeah, I didn't really see what happened behind me. I just was trying to save it and get this finish line.
Yeah, well, you hung on. He came to a stop at the bottom of the track, and then the cars racing for 5th place came along. And it was a pretty hard hit. Not gonna lie. It's still a great run. You were up there all night long from the pole, or from the outside pole, rather.
Yeah, I don't think I would have anything for Slim at all.
It's tough when you got teammates in front of you on a draft and aero-dependent track like that. I've been there, done that, and bought the t-shirt. It's still a hell of a run there, Rick. And we got Matt Watkins. We're still looking for Slim, I think. Oh, Milty went off to go get him too. So Matt, man, you're putting the bow on the already locked up championship season. Oh, we got Slim now. All right, Slim. You had Mama Gately rooting you on there. Were you formulating a plan? What'd you have for Matkins there at the end? If this went all the way,
I didn't have anything for Matt. All I could do is look at his bumper, unless he made a little goof like he did once or twice earlier in the race when I got by.
I think he was just toying with you guys.
Maybe so. We'll have to ask him. How about that, Matt?
Nah, I found the limit that run. It just went straight to the wall. I was like, well, that's what I was looking for. We won't do that in the next run.
All right, well, there you go, straight from the horse's mouth.
I might have had some of that for Matt, but I got caught behind a car coming out of the pits there.
We saw that live. We were following your pit stop.
That killed you, bro.
I got lucky.
Then there was a car right in front of me when we were pitting. Slim went on the outside. I mean, into the pits.
Well, you've been, married, doing, playing in your band, and doing your bodywork stuff, and
yeah, it's going to be up there.
You showed up, and you were kicking ass. Just didn't work out for you, right?
We all knew you were there, Rick.
I mean, when you're racing around the other guys, I mean, you're concentrating, you're doing the best you can, you're going fast, but then, like when you get around Matt Watkins, it just raises your level, to another level, I guess you'd say.
Absolutely.
So it was fun, definitely battling.
Yeah, the trick is not to reach too far, too, especially a track you can only do so much on. So great run there, Rick and Slim and Matt. I mean, you said you were gonna drop the hammer because you got the championship locked up even before you came into tonight. So what's the final race we got here? I got to look at the schedule. Oh yeah, we're gonna finish at Atlanta '97. What do you say? You gonna go for the sweep to finish it?
Oh yeah, I love Atlanta '97. It's my favorite, so we'll definitely be on that one.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to it. I'm sure you're gonna hang it all out there again, just like tonight. Again, congratulations on a dominant season and a dominant run tonight too. And we got one more to go, guys. This is the white flag for the season.
The defending was perfect. I mean, stop the runs of these guys, and the problem was the caution came out at the end. They were going to formulate something, and they were going to gang up on you. They just didn't get the chance. They couldn't do it earlier, and plus with the lap traffic there, you guys had to sort that out, and then right when it was looking like they were going to, get on you and gang up on you, the caution came out. So
yeah, the run before that, I ran as hard as I could, and it was perfect. And then literally the next lap, it wouldn't turn, and Rick got by me. Slim got, and so
I seen that coming through the middle of the turn. I was like, he's making that turn.
I heard the wheels start to screech. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, we saw you charging hard on the beginning of that run too, and I figured that was what was happening, that it caught up to you. But you stayed in the position you needed, and definitely benefited from hitting the pits first and nailing that pit stop.
Hey, you said he's wrapped the championship up, right?
Oh yeah, it was clinched coming in. He didn't even have to show up for the last 2 weeks.
Okay, so
he wants to show up and wave your butt.
So I just want to give him a big, huge congrats because I got with him earlier in the season. I told him, I said, look, Matt, if you start to back with me and you win a championship here, you'll have done something that nobody has ever done. So
absolutely,
this guy just did something that nobody in this league has ever done, and that's a hell of a job, Matt. Great job, dude.
Absolutely. For all those that don't know, that was the Champions Challenge.
The Slim Jim Champions Challenge there.
Yeah, well, these guys volunteered to not qualify and start in the back and,
it wasn't like
make a race of it.
Yeah,
we're talking 30th and on back almost every race. So
yeah, the small, you're not going to believe this. The smallest field we've had all season long was Talladega. We had 27 cars. I expanded the ticker before that race, expecting us to have a full field. I thought we were going to have to fight for positions to get in there. And I had to turn off the third page of the ticker because we didn't have enough cars. But I was glad I added it because, again, tonight we had 35 on the track, and I was able to display everybody on the screen there. So this has been one of the best seasons. Having more than 30 cars almost every week. And yeah, that just makes the accomplishment all that more impressive. You guys are coming from the back of these huge fields every week and still laid the smackdown. Let's see if these points are up to date. Let's see what the final damage was. He came in 55 up on Bill Yarbrough, and now you're 73 up. So now you could retroactively... Now you could retroactively miss 3 weeks.
All right. All right.
Oh my gosh! I just wish I had like a vacation, but I'm so lucky that I get to work. But I would like to just get on the track one more time with you guys and just get my butt whipped,
We'd love
and then and tell everybody, this is how hard it really is.
We'd
You
be
think
glad
you
to
can
know.
beat these guys? Come show out and take a chance, man, because I know that would be the result.
Hey, grab me and Matt one weekend. We'll get you fixed up so your stuff works again. I have a few ideas. What's
Absolutely.
causing that?
It's not like it's not the help. It's just
It's the time.
I'm blessed that I have so much work, and in these times right now, I have to take every inch I can get. So, but we'll do it. We'll do it, and I'll laugh and get past. But it'll be fun.
worry, I'll
We're
take
not going anywhere. FSBRacing.com is full fields, and we'll be back here next season. And got to get
Awesome. Yeah,
some
we're-
track action.
As started mentioning, we're finishing this off at Atlanta 97. That'll be the final race of this season 37. And then we're going to take the whole month of August off. Going to do some special events, like the TCR, Super Speedway Racing, the various All-Star events, and the Pro All-Star Shootout. We always have some off-season stuff going, but I'm going to take that month off. So I stopped doing things like, setting up truck races with no cautions on. And then we'll see you again for September. But we got one more, like I said, white flag, one more race to go for this season. We'll catch you guys all again next week at Atlanta 97.
I hope you
Thanks
all
to
show up.
thanks to our podium finishers for joining us for the post-race show. We got Rick Johnson, Slim Jim Gately,
Like 40 viewers
and Matt
live.
Watkins.
Pretty,
We kept you up over about 25.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks guys for tuning in out there and YouTube. We had a big contingent of the Will Farmer fan club tonight, but gave us a little boost there. He had a good run there. He ended up 4th, snagging a couple spots, missing that wreck at the end.
Well, sky's the limit for this young fella.
Absolutely. Thanks as always, my partner in sound and vision up there, Milt Minter Jr. Couldn't do this without you, buddy. Our series sponsor, Bill Farmer, Farmer Brothers Contracting, putting up the hardware these guys have been racing for. Our series admin, Ryan Johnson, hardest working admin in FSB, keeping those points updated so I can get it up here for the post-race show every time. And of course, Sam Young, the big boss, the league owner and promoter. Thanks for all you do to keep this league, this sim alive, so we can keep coming to you every Friday night with 35 cars. And the next to last race of the season, this is as good as it gets, guys. So I appreciate all you do to keep that going. And for FSB Racing Live, I'm Shawn Reap saying good night, everybody.